Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm the founding director of Nature Nurture. So the idea we've come up with for the Big Change project is called Wild Teaching, and this is in fact a booklet we put together for a specific site in Reading called Holybrook Nook. So we were really lucky to do some initial piloting of our idea in a few schools in Reading, but what we found is we feel we've come up with something that is really inclusive and could potentially work with schools across the UK. Now the thing here, it's a whole pack full of nature connection activities, well-being activities, all this sort of thing, but very much our approach has been how do we empower teachers to take learning out of the classroom, not to far away nature that's tricky to get to, but the nature that's right on their school grounds or a nearby urban public space just within walking distance from the school. And I think what's really unique and transformative about our idea, it really is about enabling teachers to see what they can do right on their grounds, right near where they educate the children. We believe that if primary schools could adopt this wild teaching approach, it would be totally transformative for how the children feel and learn at the school. So for example, through some of our work where we've involved children with different learning levels, children with different neurodiversity, we've just found that that outdoor environment supports this whole array of learning levels. And not only that, not only are they getting proper hands-on learning that links with core curriculum subjects like maths and literary and science, they're also gaining really important interpersonal skills. They're gaining that self-esteem and that real important physical and mental health that puts them in real good stead, the foundations for learning. Something we found in schools is that sadly a lot of teachers really don't have the confidence, and a lot of schools, even those senior leadership teams, haven't got the confidence to take that learning outside. There's a lot of fears around connecting with the curriculum, there's a lot of fears around health and safety, and through our years of working we've really learned how to help schools overcome those barriers. Another thing we've learned through our work is that there's usually an amazing skill base within the school. So for example, we help schools sort of work out, well, who is in the school that could really help this wild teaching happen. So you might have a teacher who's a beekeeper, you might have someone who keeps an allotment, you might have someone who is fascinated by bats, or all these things. We can really help through our toolkit those schools tap into and harness that amazing knowledge and experience that's within the school. And what we found that teachers say is when they're back in the classroom, they're ultra engaged, much more so than before. Another really interesting thing is it turns out that by being immersed in nature actually nurtures pro-environmental behaviour, and there's some brilliant evidence coming out of the University of Essex and the University of Exeter which is all about that. So for us it's a win-win for children, it's a win-win for nature, and just by simply upskilling teachers and encouraging that, taking that activity outside can be transformational. This was for a specific location in Reading where we worked very closely with teachers to map a very local green space and how they could connect with all age groups within a primary school to take the learning outside. We would love to be a finalist with the Big Change, and we feel right ready to put that time in, and we're very eager to learn. We're eager to learn from the other finalists, we're eager to take on board expert support, and we're ready to really make wild teaching happen.